firefighters rescued a 19-year-old NYU student who somehow got wedged in a narrow space between a dorm and a parking garage. He's in stable condition. It's not clear how long he'd been there. That's the World News Roundup. I'm Steve Kaif, and CBS News.
Welcome back to Studio 27 on this Monday morning. Didn't tend to play that Barbara Walters clip again like that, but nevertheless it happened. Trying to clear the board and ended up hitting the play button by mistake. Very easy to do. Speaking of things very easy to do, it's very easy to miss the rest of the show, but you don't want to do that now, do you? I didn't think so. Coming up in a moment, I'll have the song of the day, what's popular on Twitter, as well as what's on TV tonight. Right now, though, it's time for News of the Weird. And are you ready? Well, I'm ready, so let's get to it. And in News of the Weird today, did you watch the New York Marathon yesterday? I caught a little bit of it on ESPN. Well, what I didn't see in the marathon was Jesus. But apparently Jesus ran the New York Marathon yesterday. And because the New York City Marathon is run just after Halloween, there are usually many runners in costume. However, this year, during yesterday's run, one particular runner got a lot of attention. He was dressed as Jesus the Christ, running barefoot and carrying a large cross on his back. He was highly photographed by fellow runners and posted to social media. Jesus' bib number was registered to Makoto Tokuchi from Chiba, Japan. A Japanese Jesus in the New York Marathon. Only in America, my friends. And that's what's in the News of the Weird for today. Now, let's find out what's on the old tweeters, shall we? Paging Governor Rick Perry.
And you can always follow me on Twitter.
Hello, computer.
Just use the keyboard.
The keyboard. How quaint.
And it's time for the popular tweets of the day. And, of course, daylight saving time ended yesterday. And we've all turned our clocks back 1 hour, at least those of us that observe it. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry, I just coughed up a chicken for you. So I've gone to the Twitter to see what people were saying about the moment of turning their clocks back 1 hour. And here are some of the results that I've found. Rob Kuttner writes, I'm not sure how daylight savings works, but somehow now all daylight belongs to China. Sam Adams writes, Republicans are threatening to delay the end of daylight saving time until we defund Obamacare. I like that one. John Nugent writes, I just spent an hour trying to think of what to do with the extra hour. Conclusion, nothing. And finally, Nicolucci 1899 writes, I turned my clock so far back that I'm now the front runner in the 2016 Iowa GOP caucuses. And those are the popular tweets of the day. Still, it's time for my favorite portion of this program, which is called the Song of the Day. And just give me a moment here to reset this. Put this right there. Move this to over here. Drag that over here. And put that down and try it again. Alright, now we're ready. Now, time for the Song of the Day. End of the Line is the last track from the Traveling Wilburys' first album, Volume 1, which was released in 1989. Its riding on the rails rhythms suggest its theme and on-the-move nature of the group. It features all the Wilburys except Bob Dylan as lead singers. George Harrison, Jeff Lynne, and Roy Orbison sing the chorus in turn, while Tom Petty sings the verses. The song then expands into a freight train rhythm to underscore its theme. It was released as the second single from the album, eventually peaking at number 63 in the U.S. on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. The music video for End of the Line, by the way, was filmed after Roy Orbison's death in December 1988. To compensate for the loss, a shot of a guitar sitting in a rocking chair next to a photo of Orbison was used when Orbison's vocals are heard. The song was used over the end credits of the final episode of the British sitcom One Foot in the Grave, as well as the George Harrison-produced cult comedy Checking Out. A version sung by Dennis Waterman was used as the theme for the pilot of the BBC production New Tricks. The song has been included in TV spots for the 2004 film The Terminal, as well as the trailer for the 2007 hit comedy Knocked Up. Tom Petty played this song live during his 2008 U.S. tour, and the version I'm playing for you today is the extended version of the Wilburys' Best Love Song, and was included as a bonus track on the UK single. It is currently only available on the vinyl version of the recent Volume 1 and 3 reissue. And now, without further delay, here is today's Song of the Day, the Traveling Wilburys, the extended version of End of the Line.
Well, it's alright, riding around in the breeze. Well, it's alright, if you live the life you please. Well, it's alright, doing the best you can. Well, it's alright, as long as you lend a hand. You can sit around and wait for the phone to ring, waiting for someone to tell you everything. Sit around and wonder what tomorrow will bring. Maybe a diamond ring. Well, it's alright, even if they say you're wrong. Well, it's alright, sometimes you gotta be strong. Well, it's alright, as long as you got somewhere to lay. Well, it's alright, every day is Judgment Day. Maybe somewhere down the road away, at the end of the line, you'll think of me and wonder where I am these days. At the end of the line, maybe somewhere down the road when somebody plays at the end of the line, Purple Haze. Well, it's alright, even when push comes to shove. Well, it's alright, if you got someone to love. Well, it's alright, everything will work out fine. Well, it's alright, we're going to the end of the line. Don't have to be ashamed of the car I drive. I'm just glad to be here, happy to be alive. And it don't matter if you're by my side, I'm satisfied. Well, it's alright, even if you're old and gray. Well, it's alright, you still got something to say. Well, it's alright, remember to live and live, live. Well, it's alright, the best you can do is forgive. Well, it's alright,
The Traveling Wilburys and the song of the day, End of the Line, the extended version of said song. And it's too bad that Roy Orbison died so prematurely, because I think they could have had a few more albums and possibly some concert tours. But nevertheless, Roy Orbison died just right before, actually about a month before their first album was released. Of course, George Harrison died in late 2001, November of 2001. Of Beatles fame. But that's neither here nor there. It's time to find out what's on the old television tonight. So without additional delay, much stalling for time, here we go. And here's what's coming up on television tonight. Of course, consult your local TV guide for times. But let you know that The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 4 premiere tonight on Bravo. Steven Universe series premiere tonight on the Cartoon Network. Tales from the Oregon Trail special presentation on HBO. Mike and Molly Season 4 premiere tonight on CBS. Vanderpump Rules Season 2 premiere tonight on Bravo. And Hotel Impossible Season 3 finale tonight on the Travel Channel. Coming up tomorrow, it's Guy Fawkes Day. Of course, it's a British celebration that typically involves bonfires, fireworks, and burning effigies of Guy Fawkes, who was part of an English Catholic group fighting for the Spanish that planned the failed gunpowder plot of 1605. The white Guy Fawkes mask has become prominent in pop culture, including among Occupy protesters, and in the 2006 movie V for Vendetta. And tomorrow is also Muharram, the start of the Islamic New Year. And that's going to do it for the show for today. I want to thank my sponsors, which includes Wishing Stars Native Creations, along with Marshall Woodworking, as well as Maria Sewer with Fine Art Today. Check them out and more on my website, tinyurl.com/Gunther's House or /Gunther Mobile. Check out my sponsors page on the Friends page. And let's see here what else. You can send me your emails to gunthershouseoffriends@gmail.com or leave me a message on Skype at G800-486-8437. That's G800-486-8437. Follow me on Twitter at JHafter99 and download the Stitcher app and the Spreaker app at Stitcher.com, or look for the Stitcher app directly on the opening page of my website on the front page, or download the Spreaker app at Spreaker.com, Spreaker.com Be Heard, and look up Gunther's House of Friends. And one more shout out again to my friend Christian McLean. In case you didn't hear it at the start of the show, Christian, this one is again for you. And another shout out going out to Mike Sanchez, also out at Adair Foods /Craft Foods here in Kirksville, Missouri. All right. Well, I'll be back again tomorrow with another edition of First Cup. As a matter of fact, I'm going over my notes for tomorrow already that I have for you. And, of course, the usual features coming up on tomorrow's program. So I hope you'll tune in for it, okay? And download it. And cherish it. Hug it, squeeze it, and call it George. Well, that's going to do it for the program for today. I can't think of